Hey everyone. Today is the 28th of June 2023. My name's Martyn Lynch, and I've got just a little bit of writing, some questions, some statements. Now, finances. How are my finances? Well, I'm getting by, but I would like some employment because that would make things a lot easier. I thank everyone for all the hard work they're doing behind the scenes and in the front line and behind the line, within the line. So I thank everyone doing everything that they can. Personally, it's up to me to try and, in this interim, be able to get some work, get a job, just be doing better than I am. Housing, well, I've got a roof over my head. I'm in a unit. How I am? Yeah, not bad. I've been a bit depressed. I've missed my family. I have been a little bit depressed, actually. I really miss my family, and I'm not doing too bad, but I have just been a little bit depressed and a little bit hard to get out of bed. So my news. I've got nothing really to report in news-wise. I've just been looking at a bit like a couple of people every now and then, check up to see what they've been up to, but not many people are giving that much away. I think they pretty much know what to do and they're on top of it. Now the next question is what I've been up to and what I've been doing, what I've been up to. Well, I've just started to register for the ASIO register to seek some employment within ASIO. So I'm waiting until I can defeat depression and be able to sort of feel up to applying, because I really want to give it my all. My ideas. Well, I haven't been having too many groundbreaking ideas recently. What do I get up week to week? Well, I have NDIS that gets me out of bed 4 times a week to go out and engage in the community. I am going to start getting back to the gym. I started last week, had 3 sessions, and then just felt didn't feel well, so I think I came down with a little cold. But yeah, I need to seek employment. I need something that's going to just grab me by the balls and just sort of have a boss and to try hard, the hardest that I've ever tried, and to just have a certain standard that, you know, I'm just doing exactly what my boss needs and what my boss wants, and I think that'd be awesome. What needs to be addressed in terms of the changing security environment? What needs to be addressed in terms of the changing security environment? Well, life is a test, and you only see what you see through the recording of your own eyes and your own ears. And we have this idea of how things sit in our mind, but some people could be a bit anxious to knowing within this changing security environment, realizing that someone they know has been turned into a robot, and they could be a bit insecure and a bit worried about their position, to where they sit and how it's going to be addressed. So we're trying to refine, and we're trying to define and follow a rule book on how we can handle things properly and not be shenanigans of the past. We can all be subjected to and ridiculed on any moment of lock-a-boy talk or just things that get out of hand. So we need to know that for the percentage of our jobs that when we did that, how much did we really fucking put in and give and care about? I'm no angel. I am on top of it now, but it just needs to make sure that you don't get caught up in any more talk. So what that means is like saying that things aren't how they used to be, but they are, but they aren't. And we've got to make sure that we don't go on vendettas, not that you're going on one, but you're planning for one. So all I say is that if you get caught up in people trying to get people's names to put down on a piece of paper to cause some misfortune on someone, then it may backfire and you may actually realize that you are going to suffer the same consequences as what you were going to put that person through, but you go through it instead of them. So all I say is, guys, the majority, and I mean a great heap of people, have been changed in this environment. And if you're still here, there's a very good chance you're going to be around here for a while. But it's just to make sure that you keep it G-rated and you don't have discussions with people that your children or people that need a guardian to, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get down because it starts with this and then it goes to that and then it goes to that and then it just gets worse and worse and worse. So all I would say is don't get caught up in it. The changing security environment. If you've been a leader and feel more than just a bit touch anxious, how to handle it? Well, having flashes of going into now turmoil, but going through a phase of how you handle the situation. If it causes you discomfort, if it causes you stress or sadness, and you grieve through those processes and people can realize that, there's probably more of a chance that you're not going to be led down a wrong path by going through that. So it is natural to cry, it is good to cry, and it shows you're human, and people should get off your back. Okay, Australia. Scott Morrison's government spent over $1 trillion. I feel just a little touch like I need to help to be guarantor into being able to pay this back. It would be awesome if Tasmania could be bought for me. Kitty goes in, this money goes to Australia mainland, which it would be good if it was like $2 trillion, so we could pay off the debt plus put more money into the kitty, and I think every Australian would like it. The US, well, they're in the same boat as us with their changing security environment, and we've got the best leaders. I can't say humanly possible, but I'd say seemingly possible, where there's no qualms. Peter Dutton's just got to know that, like, I don't mind him as a person and as like an official, but it's going to be how it's going to be, just because there's no one really possible to be able to do the job, and it's just going to be like that. So no leader should seriously have to probe into my life to base their understanding of their daily work to be based around me, for me to being the problem solver. Like, it sounds a bit ridiculous. So I need to find my new identity. Would love to work for ASIO, I'd love to work for ASIS, I'd love to work for Defence, and I'd love to work for a private sector, whether that be like Area 51, which the CIA owns, or NSA, which Pine Gap, or the Japan-US-Australia alliance, which I really would love to work for the Australian-Japan-US alliance. So it's going to be like an industrial base. Japan's going to help Australia and probably help America more, because I'm not sure if the system in America is right to be able to patent and bring out technology that's been invented, but they've both worked on crazy stuff, but I think Japan's going to be the people that are going to be able to implement it smartly on how it's going to succeed into the citizen and to the general public market. So Japan, highly respect you. India, highly respect you. India is playing their part in protecting us the same as with Japan. Now the UK. I was born in the UK. I think Prince Charles is doing a good job, and he's the best man for the position as we speak. And William and Kate, like you guys, awesome. I sometimes have reflected on moments that I look into the future that we can sit down and be friends, to be able to just to be like family. So I've got a lot of respect for the royal family. It's a complex world. It's a tricky world, and I think we're all doing pretty good at the moment. Now, what I want. I would love to be able to someone to walk and knock at the door and say, we're going to hire you. We're going to give you some money, Lynchy. But that's not going to happen. And I've got to look at it realistically. So just have good thoughts for me. Know that, yes, some of my movies are a bit out there, and I do look at it when I am stable, and it causes me turmoil. It causes me to have flashbacks and to go. But so given what I am entitled to. Well, given the amount of work that I had to do for the US government through the Trump administration under such terrible conditions, and then to assess the information and to see where it sits, I pretty much was the President of the United States when Trump was running it, and so Trump has been replaced, but Biden's been replaced. I couldn't honestly tell you how it's going to go, but I think it would stay under the same as Biden for now. But there needs to be a big shift and a big change in political workings, and we just need to be able to get something that works. And so what I'm entitled to a lot. It doesn't mean that what I've done means that I can get out of anything. I cannot get out of anything. I cannot just do whatever the fuck I please that is just morally, ethically just clouded and just bullshit. I can't do that. And that goes for the same as everyone. So, I've been in tricky positions before, and I've tried to commit suicide. Have I tried to take other people's lives? No, I haven't. Where some people in this sticky situation have gone to sign a piece of paper to try and take someone's life. I'm so glad that I'm still here. And what makes me sort of not get down and cry and just think that this is just fuck for what I've done is that I think of my family. I think of my children. And I think we become better people as we get to know our children and as we become to experience how we used to look at life. So don't get down and evil don't get out to plot this crazy stuff, and try and keep it G-rated and family orientated, family friendly, and just trust your gut. I hope everyone gets to see this so they get to make their own decision in the changing security environment where they go, but all I say is that people are very good at what they do, and I'm pretty sure they can get you to do whatever they want, but all I say is you can't do whatever you want, and you're not above the law. And as soon as you go to wage a war or to plot something, it's not posing a threat, it's actually going out to initiate something. And it goes all smooth sailing into the very end when they've got as much information and as many as the people you know that want to sign it too. And in one go, you're replaced. So